Can we hold?
Absolutely. I'll hold on.
Oh my
I'll hold
goodness.
up one of my absolute favorites.
So you really can't judge a book by its cover. And pageants are about beauty and brains and what you can bring to the platform.
'Cause girl, when you're here, nothing goes wrong. Yes, I need you everything.
Bringing you the finest in chefs in the DMV.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, this is awesome. Thank you so much.
Smoked pulled pork.
So everybody wave to your parents. You are looking at Somerset's finest, the sophisticated ladies. Yes! Thank you so much, ladies.
And I hope to see you on my set one day.
Thank you. God bless you. And we're going to be doing a lot of collaboration and a lot of great things together. Glory to God.
Bam! Boom! Pow!
Oh yeah, we right here, y'all.
Something you never had. You need to do something you've never done.
Yes.
We gon' sing right here. Yeah, Miss Renee. Oh yeah, we gon' do it here. Right here in Listen Vision, y'all. Oh yeah, Miss Renee. I like how you sing it.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Girl, I like how you sing it now.
Thank you, Mustafa.
And where we at now?
Miss Renee Show.
Hello, and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. I always feel nostalgic because I'm right across from HBCU, Howard University, HU, you know. And of course, we're in the nation's capital, so I am so ecstatic. And I feel so good to be a part of the WLVS family because they really treat you good here. Right, Dizzy? That's my producer right there. Yes! Listen, welcome again. I'd like to thank the sponsor, which is Nevetica, Your Pet's Choice. And look, who has pets out there? We all who have pets love our pets. There are four-legged sons and daughters, and Nevetica, Your Pet's Choice, who happens to be owned by Dr. Lance London, who owns the Carolina Kitchen, where you get your chicken and much, much more. Yes, he created this, and there's a rocky story. His furry loved one who passed away at the beginning of the year or so. And he created a revolutionary organization, company with innovative products and services for your furry loved ones. If you want to see or give your furry loved one an opportunity to live a healthier and happier life, I would give it a try. And we have the website right there, if you can see it, nevetica.shop/petparents. There's a lot of great information. You can just browse through and try a few products and have an opportunity for your pets to be around a lot longer. Okay? So thank you, Dr. Lance London, Nevetica, Your Pet's Choice. Listen, y'all, last night, and it was the first night for the debut in the Washington, D.C. area, was a musical called Hustle. And I was privy to be there as the correspondent to take the interviews for the audience members and some cast members. I had a blast. Thank you, Dawn Moss. Woo! Look, you see, I forgot my bell today. And I was telling a friend today on the phone why I use the bell, and then I forget it. So what I'm going to do henceforth is leave a bell or two here at the station, because I know y'all love the bell. I hear about it all the time in my inbox. So ding, 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 ding. That's all you're going to hear today. So listen, I want to show you some pics. Before we do, this depicts a small town called Hustle, Virginia. And the first-time author who just turned this book into a play, she actually wanted to talk about her aunt who passed away a few months ago, Clara, and her wonderful aunts and family who really just went through a lot of progression without men in their lives being shot or killed in some way or another, and women just making sacrifices, as we still do, for our families to live a wonderful life. So it's called Hustle, the musical, and I want to show you a few pictures from last night. Dizzy, are you ready? Yes. Okay, well, he's not going in order. That's okay. But that is Dawn Moss in the middle. She runs she's a GM, part owner of Big Foods, which is Carolina Kitchen, and out in Hyattsville. And go back to that picture. I wasn't done, Dizzy. That's okay. And then to my right and your left is Dawn, again, Fortune, and she is the writer, author, producer, and it was just amazing last night. Okay, the next one, please. Okay, of course, that's the flyer. And again, it depicts, back in the 1930s and beyond, and it says right there, sometimes leaving everything you've known is the only way to discover who you are. And so these sisters left Hustle and some came back. And they just talk about a wonderful story, wonderful music, wonderful choreography. It was just outstanding. The next one. Oh, that is the one and only Jermaine Lethbridge. She runs the Ubiquitous in the convention center that has beauty and fashion and all that great stuff every summer. It's coming up. She was there. Oh, this was the finale. The lady in the red, they were all awesome, but she was the star. And it was just amazing. Yeah. Oh, my goodness. These are one cast member, and the cast member, I believe, they're all cast members. One was still in her clothing from the stage, which is to the far, with the one with the hat on. But they were hilarious. As you can see, they caught me off guard. I was cracking up the whole interview, and they were just hilarious, just so talented. And there was the mom that has the scarf on her head to the right, next to the chair, and at the same time talking about she wants more for her girls. And of course, one ended up getting pregnant, the first one, and as she was talking about she wanted more for her girls, then you saw a depiction of giving birth, and the sisters helping her to give birth to the first grandchild. It was very riveting, my God. Did we have any more? Oh, and there's the, Dawn Fortune, Hustle, the musical, writer, producer, director, all that. Of course, our friend to our show, Jody Davis of Davis Designs, extraordinary designer. She did the costumes. It was just phenomenal, y'all. I really had a great time. Listen. If you know anything about me, you know that I love veterans. I'm a veteran of 22 years, retired U.S. Navy Reserves, right here at Bethesda Naval Hospital, which is now Walter Reed Medical Center. So I salute all of the veterans watching and beyond this show and dedicate this show to veterans. I want to show, if we have the video clip ready. Do we have it ready, Dizzy? Oh, wonderful. For one of my dear friends, Charissa Jackson of AMVETS. She's an executive there, outreach and all sort of things. And I wanted to show a recent video of her.
Series on post 9/11 veterans, frontline to home front, we're taking a look at a decades-old organization called AMVETS. Their mission, service to America's bravest warriors, including those suffering from debilitating spinal cord injuries and post-war stress. Joining me to talk with all about that and what they do, Marine Corps veteran Sherman Gillums, who's the outreach director of AMVETS, and former Air Force combat nurse and newly appointed chief medical executive of AMVETS HEAL program, Charissa Jackson. It's nice to have the both of you here with us today. I want to talk about both of your experiences in a moment and how that informs what you do. But let's talk about AMVETS first. And, all right, Sherman, let me ask you, more than 70 years old, what was the idea behind it when it was first created, and what does it do now?
The organization was born from the idea that when veterans come home and attempt to reintegrate into society, they're often misunderstood and often underserved by even a well-intentioned government. And they became their own advocates by forming organizations after World War II so that they could have those grassroots efforts to get laws changed. Their voice is respected, in mass. So the AMVETS, which stands for American Veterans, it's really a place, an identity that a veteran can join and wrap his or her self around and be part of the effort to ensure that our laws, that the medical care, that the benefits are administered properly, and that veterans can return to some semblance of wholeness after returning from war in places like that. So we've been doing that mission for 75 years. And it's evolved over time, of course, just like veterans have evolved. But the idea is to always pay attention to how society is receiving these folks. Are they getting jobs? Today we talk about, the suicide problem, of course, but we have to find ways to stay on top of our nation's defenders so that the tomorrow's generation see that, you know, they're going to be taken care of.
Let me ask both of you quickly about your own experiences in the military. Sharice, I'll come to you first. And how it positioned you to say, this is what I want to do now with myself.
Absolutely. I retired after 23 years in the Air Force, and I knew after I left I wanted to be an advocate. I knew I wanted to speak for the voiceless, those veterans suffering from PTS. And I knew in order to do that, I wanted to align myself with an organization that was about advocacy, and that is what AMVET does. And it was a privilege to be asked to be the chief medical executive for their HEAL program, because
and I'm going to talk with you in a minute about the HEAL program.
Absolutely.
Exactly what it does.
Absolutely.
It's like a fabulous group. And Chairman, your involvement, as I said, a Marine, seriously injured in an accident while you were on duty. And tell me how that has directed you.
I think the best advocates are born from experiences that reflect those for whom you advocate. So when I was a veteran in need, seriously injured, an organization stepped in and
so much. Thank you, veterans, for all that you do. We don't get enough credit, especially the ones who have gone out to war, but I don't care if you were sitting at a desk for your entire 20 years, you raised your hand to protect the borders of this country so that everyone can live in free enterprise and do as they please. So I respect every single veteran, and God bless all of you. Listen, I recently, through Sharissa, met this amazing person and organization, and he was trying to get on. He may not get on, but I tell you, Ozzy Ramos really brought joy to my heart. And he is the person behind the American Veterans Ball, which is going to happen this November, and we'll be talking a lot about it. I'll have him on. It's going to be a blast. And so I'm just challenging all veterans, if you're not able to come, I want you to sponsor, or I want you to pay for a ticket for another veteran. We really, really want to have this to be an amazing, audience participation, because it's going to be an amazing event. And so right now, they're going to be at the MGM. How great is that? So listen, so hello, Ozzy Ramos. I think we have, did you show the flyer? Oh, thank you so much. Okay, well, listen, we'll be right back with a young entrepreneur. She might even be the youngest entrepreneur that I've had on this show. And her name is Pessy, I believe, Pessy Porter. We'll see if I said it right, okay? Be right back.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night. I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan. Falling when I try to stand, I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes. I see you in my dreams. You tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find.
Hello, hello, and welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends show. I'm so excited. You know, she may not have been the first entrepreneur. Eli was the youngest. He's an entertainer that was on here about 2.5 years ago. But girl, you're the second, I believe. Yay. So listen, I love promoting people with great attitudes, great ideals, vision, etc. And our friend to the show, Sylvia Traymore Morrison, who is celebrating her 50th year in the entertainment industry. Amazing. She recommended you. And so I respect and love her so much, I didn't even vet you. So we have one of the coolest entrepreneurs, and she just turned 20.
Yes.
And so you want to introduce yourself?
Yes, my name is Pesci Porter. I'm 20 years old, and I wrote my first book called Fierce.
Woo! And she is fierce, y'all.
Thank you.
Confidence, beauty, brains. Come on
Thank
now.
you.
So what inspired you to write this book?
Well, I just wanted to be able to express myself and to tell my story, because often we all go through things, but we talk to others who may not understand what we're going through. And I felt like I wanted to be able to express to help myself and to help others.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Well, you're beautiful, so I'm not
Thank
going
you.
to, you're welcome, stereotype or just assume what type of things, at least one, was something that you had a major issue in high school.
Okay. You don't mind if I go down the list?
No, I don't mind.
Alrighty. So
Because I know there's a lot looking
Yes.
at her.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. So it started off when I was a little bit younger. I was diagnosed with ADHD. And then leading on to that, carrying to my 11th grade, end of 11th grade towards the 12th grade, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease. And that was pretty shocking to me, because it was like, what? Me? I can develop a disease? You know? So that really took me for a really huge roller coaster. And then carried by that, going into my college year, I was diagnosed with anxiety. So, you know, I'm still trying to deal with that and things. And then leading by that, I was diagnosed with thyroids. And then proceeding from that, I was diagnosed with SVT, when your heart rate beats too fast. And just recently, I believe June the 12th, I had a procedure done on my heart. And now, the procedure went very well. Also, now here we are today. I just left the doctor's office before I came here, and I had I guess the tube that they put down my throat to give me oxygen during the procedure. They it scratched up my throat a little bit. So, you know, so we're working on healing that, but it's been a very long roller coaster. But this is why I'm here to express, to, you know, help other women and inspire other people that even though you're going through things, to find that inner warrior inside of you, to be fierce.
Yeah. Well, you know, you're just 20, and I
Yes.
can't even imagine you going through things at that age. But Lord, you cannot judge a book by its cover, because I would have never thought that. And thank God you made it through the heart procedure.
Yes, thank you so much.
So what do you want to tell someone who's, you know, watching this or will be watching this, who has anxiety or depression, or doesn't feel like they're doing much in life, or going through something where they may not make it through like you have?
Right. Well, I want to say that never listen to anyone who tells you that you will never make it in life, or you will never be cured. Because I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, and as you all may know, and for those who may not, that is an uncurable disease. And I was told that I will have Crohn's disease for the rest of my life. But here's an inspiring thing. Crohn's disease is when you have a inflammatory issue in your intestines, and all the inflammation out of my intestines is gone.
Woo!
So
Come on, y'all.
let that
Come
be
on.
an inspiration to you. Then never take no for an answer. Just stay positive and know that you can make something that's not so great into something beautiful.
Yes. Listen, you're speaking with a lot of wisdom.
Yes.
So I want to ask you, who's inspired you the most? A family member and a non-family member. Let's give up the kudos.
Okay, for the book?
Well, inspired you in general.
Okay. I would like to put my mother on the spot. My mother, Nichella Wells, she has inspired me to write this book, because she found that I was writing poems, and she said, wow, you're writing poems? And I said, yeah. She said, oh, you need to write a book. And I'm like, no way. So she inspired me, but she's always been there. She's always been, even if she didn't understand where I was coming from, she just tried to be a listening ear. She's always motivated me and just been there. She's been at every doctor's appointments, everything, you know? And I know she's pretty much tired herself, but she's been hanging in there and just keeping that smile on her face. And to see your mother happy is such a blessing, right?
Is that the beautiful lady right
Yes.
there? She's
She's on the
this
side.
segment. Yeah, you know, you're giving me inspiration because my son writes poems.
Really?
But when I tried to push him, he rebelled. So I'm going to let him see this.
Yes,
and then you inspire him.
Yes. Yes.
And I know she's inspiring all of you out there. How can we get a hold of you?
Yes, you can reach me on Facebook at Pesci Porter and contact me there, and I will be glad to answer.
And how do you spell Pesci?
Pesci, that is Pesche. Porter, that is Porter.
I love it. And let's let them see the book, why don't you? With the crown. Come on, queens.
This is for my ladies.
I love it.
Wear your
love
crown.
It. And I love you.
Thank you
Good luck
so
to
much.
you.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. We'll be right back with Miss Grandiosity herself. Miss, you know who she is, Susan Smallwood.
Breathing, grounding, visualize. Listen to your heart, then shake it off. Breathing, grounding, visualize yourself feeling better. Something you can feel. Something you can feel. Healing your mind, heart, body, and soul. Don't you know that's something? Grounding yourself to get centered. Visualize the impossible. Listen to your heart, let go and believe. Love is the answer. Something you can feel, grounded. Something you can feel. Visualize the impossible. Don't you know it's something you can feel with Miss Paula?
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. I am so excited. Not only is this a friend of mine, but before we became friends, I used to watch her. And I said, that right there is a warrior. And I didn't even know your story. And I know we're not here to talk about that. But welcome, everyone, Susan Smallwood. How are you, sis?
I am grand. Thanks for having me
You
here,
look
Renee.
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank
So
you.
for those of you who don't know, she is Miss Grandiosity. She gives grand events, an elite event planner, etc. And we're here to talk about her event coming up in, this month.
Yes, it's
Yes.
next Saturday,
Yes.
July 13th.
Yes.
Yes.
So tell them about it. I see this beautiful bag here.
Oh, yes. That's a gift for you, Lamborghini
Oh,
wine.
thank you, sis.
You're
You always
quite
spoiling
welcome.
somebody.
You're welcome.
She's such a giver. And let me talk, before you talk about your event, let me talk about Susan. She is such a giver, and I'm so glad that her heart, regardless of what happens, continues to give. She's a true servant, a true woman of her word, a woman of God, and she has triumphed through some things that I think would have killed some other people. So I have so much respect and love for you.
Thank you.
Thank you for the gift, too. I cannot believe you brought me a gift.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Oh, I got gifts galore. Look, the last guest gave me her book, Fierce, and now, Lamborghini. Come on now.
The perks of being a widow.
Yes. So tell them about this Grandiosity event coming up on July 13th.
Yes, so next Saturday, Grandiosity Events is producing a Cigars and Guitars Polo and Jazz event in Middleburg, Virginia at Banbury Cross Polo Club. We have a wonderful lineup of talent that will be performing. Spur of the Moment.
Oh, I love them.
Familiar with Spur of the Moment?
Yes, Kenny, I know them very well.
Good. Christopher Schmidt, who's the jazz pianist from the Embassy series, who currently plays in the White House.
Wow.
A young artist by the name of Jay Isaac. He it was recently featured in the luxury watch commercial Hublot.
Well, I'll be looking forward to seeing him.
Prince's former saxophonist at the time he passed away, Little Maceo.
Come on now.
And more. There's too many to name right now, so we're looking forward to that. We just got confirmed a couple of weeks ago that the Lamborghini McLaren Owners Clubs are rallying to support this charity, and the charity is Concerts for Causes.
And Brett was in my
Oh yes,
Brett's a good friend of
Brett is the founder. Brett Murray, wonderful guy, doing
another mother.
doing wonderful things in the community to support the underprivileged children with musical instruments. So we're asking everyone to please come out and support the cause, come and enjoy yourself, have a grand time.
Yeah. Well, let's talk about how you started this, because you haven't been around long and you have just skyrocketed. I mean, you would think that you've been around 40 years with what you've accomplished. So talk about your drive, inspiration, and how did you get this far so fast? Because I'm happy for you, but some people are sitting around with, like, they don't know what happened, deer in headlights, and that's okay too.
Yes. So what got me here?
Yeah.
The haters. Haters are your motivators.
That's true.
That's the truth. Yes, that is the absolute truth. It's a fuel to your fire.
She's so real. Yes.
And my motto is show them grander than you can tell them. Woo! So that's what inspires me more, on top of the platform of just having a passion to produce events and to help others.
Yeah. Well, you know, I had, and you were one of the ones that loved this, but I had Kula. Benelli loved it too. And so many people, when I wrote about, I don't know, about 4 months ago about haters, that they truly are your biggest cheerleaders, and or they want to be you. So it's really a compliment, even though they're a pain in the butt.
Yes, you're right about that.
Yeah. So how do you overcome that?
Well, because I know who I am. You know, the power is inside of me.
Come on.
So I don't allow what anybody says or does. And trust me, you've heard some of the stuff that I've gone through to deter me. Again, it's the fuel to my fire.
Yes.
So it just motivates me more. I don't know. I'm just made of grandness.
Yes, and goddessness.
Goddessness and grandness.
So let's talk about one of either your biggest triumphs or one of your biggest tributes.
In what capacity, in what platform?
Just, we have to go through ups and downs to get to where we're going. And I know you have a long way that you have so many great goals and vision. But what's something that you really had to triumph over?
So I would probably say me going through prison, coming out of prison. That was huge. To come home and have the desire and the motivation to make a difference, not with just anybody else, but with myself.
Yes.
Because it starts within us.
Yeah.
So it started with myself. So I think that was like, I'm not saying I'm glad I was there, but it was meant for me to be there. That's all I can say.
I love your attitude.
Yeah. So thank you. That was major. What else? I mean, there's so much more coming out in my book.
Okay, now.
So I can't tell everything.
Well, at least we got a
But
snippet.
that's public information, so no one has to go around saying, "Did you know that?"
Yeah, honey. It don't matter what you know. It's about where you going.
That's right.
Yeah. At least we got a little snippet on the Renee Allen and Friends show, and thank you for that. So, what is one of your biggest accomplishments?
Oh God.
I know there's a lot.
There's a lot. I don't know. For
we
me,
talked about it today on the phone. One of them.
Remind me.
Your son.
Oh yes, my son. How dare I not?
We talked about that
How
for
dare
half
I
an
forget
hour
that?
today.
My son he is a wonderful, wonderful child, and thank God that he's nothing like his mom.
You're a comedian too.
No, he is a very, very good child. He keeps me humble.
Okay.
He keeps me humble. And he has a lot of my traits of determination, because my son was born with developmental disabilities.
Come on now.
Yes. So he has a lot of traits. He, for many years, I was his advocate while he was in school, and they tried to label him mentally retarded, and I fought against that because he's not.
Right.
So
just fight.
So just like I had the fight in me to get to where I am today, he has that power inside of him to say, there's nothing wrong with me. And at that time we were getting SSI, and he said, no, there's nothing wrong with me. And he's worked ever since then. He works harder than some of the men out here.
Glory to God. Glory to God. You know, you never know what people are going through. And I love that she, all these reality shows and all this bogus nonsense stuff. This is real right here. Okay, Susan Smallwood. And you can learn a lot from her. I can't wait till the book comes out. You have to come back again for that.
I know.
Because you are a regular here, girl. This is home. This is going to be home. So give us some advice or to an entrepreneur who's, not quite, maybe they had a really bad, something happened to them, or maybe they're coming out into the reentry of the world and really don't have confidence. What do you say to someone who just needs a little inspiration?
Never quit. Never give up. Right at the time that you think you're going to give up is when the blessing comes. So when you believe in yourself, then everyone else believes in you. When you are living in your true authenticity, everything you desire comes to you naturally. But you have to live it, breathe it, see it, feel it inside of you first, and then it emanates outward into the universe, because we're all energy, it's vibrations. So that's what I know my experience is.
I could feel that. I could feel your passion and your just your authenticity and transparency. I'd like to talk about one last thing before we you have to leave, because she's all over the place. I saw your Facebook. You just all over the place. We often see, and I love when you dance. I mean, I even danced with you one time at the tower, right? People are like, Renee, what are you doing? I said, dancing with my girl. That's what I'm doing. Okay, I'm a human being. But talk about why you dance, because she goes to different locations, and when she feels that she's dancing, I love it.
It's called the haters be gone wave.
I didn't know that, but I love that too.
Exactly. Everyone loves my dance.
Yeah.
Everyone knows that's what that means. Haters be gone.
Yes, come on now, haters be gone. And you know what? I want to say something to the haters. I'm going to let you end this segment by saying what you want to say. But listen, everyone has their time to shine. My book coming out is called Star Power. And I don't know if you want to give up your title, but, when you're 20, you're not the same person as you are the next decade and next decade and the next decade. It's called wisdom. It's called education. It's called life experiences, right?
Yes.
And so when you're hating on someone, you really are just, short.
Block your blessings. When you hate on others, you block your blessings. And really, it's a reflection of how you feel about yourself.
Come on now, I was getting ready to say you're shortchanging yourself. And but that was a great way to say it. And so I want to say this. I tell women this all the time, especially when I used to speak a lot, is that if you walk into a room and you see a Susan Smallwood or someone who makes you feel uncomfortable because of their confidence or their beauty, what I suggest you to do, and it's something very simple, walk up to that person, give them a compliment, or just start a conversation and introduce yourself. No one is better than anyone. What is different in people is how you feel about yourself.
That's
and
right.
you put it well. So what would you say to them?
To learn to love yourself, to believe in yourself, have confidence within yourself. There's no reason to hate on anybody. Really, there really isn't. It's it really is a reflection of how one feels about themselves. It's a projection. They're projecting their misery onto others. Yeah, that's what that is.
Yeah, so stop doing that, y'all. Just pray about it. If you can't seem to shake it off or don't have the nerve to go up to that person, just pray. Pray to have more confidence, to have less hate. Just pray. You'll get through it. And it will be your time to shine. I promise you. So, Miss Grandiosity, did we show the flyer? Dizzy? Yes. There it goes. Bam, boom, pow.
Next Saturday, Cigars and Guitars, Polo and Jazz.
Yes.
At Banbury Cross Polo Club in Middleburg, Virginia. Benefiting concerts for causes.
Yes.
We look forward to seeing everybody.
Yes, and you have one of my favorite people. We forgot to mention Guy Lambert.
Oh, that's right. Guy Lambert
even got
hosting.
out here. I love that one.
Guy Lambert is hosting, and Taylor Thomas is co-hosting the event.
I love them both.
So please come out and support.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you so much.
And have a grand time.
And how can they get a hold of you?
GrandiosityEvents.com.
Thank you so much, Susan
Thank
Small.
you.
Miss Grandiosity right here on the Renee Allen and Friends Show. My girl. She's going to be making the world grander, and I'm happy for it. We'll be right back with the chef, and you do not want to miss what he's starting to cook up over here to my right. I'll be right back.
Waiting here for you to find me, find me. Take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. Oh, it's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me. I'm waiting here for you. I am here for you to find me. Waiting here for you to find me. Yeah, yeah. I'm waiting here for you. Waiting here for you to find me. Come find me. Come find me.
Hello, welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. I'm having such a great time. Oh, you've been enjoying it?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, well, this is Chef. Wait a minute. Yeah, Chef Sean Samuels. I wanted to get it right, but he doesn't go by that. What do you go by, sir?
Student of the game.
Student of the game. I love it. And so he was brought here, my dear friend Patrice, and I think it's a project. What is the project? And I think we have the logo. If you could put it up. Yes, that's my girl. And so, we all work together. It's all about relationships. It's all about stories. And I've been saying this for 4 years, for over 4 years. It's all about relationships and the people you know who want to see you win. And so I saw him at a WBGR, I believe. I give credit where credit's due, the building, and I was coming out of my interview, and I saw everybody with all this wonderful food. You could smell it, and I was like, "Oh, that smells good. I want to know who's cooking this," and it was you.
Yes, ma'am.
So tell us how you got, first of all, your name, and again, and how you got involved in the chef.
Okay.
Yeah, food.
The cuisine business.
Yes, yes.
My name is Sean Samuels. I go by student of the game. Where don't consider myself a chef because I study cuisines.
Oh my!
And every culture all over the world. So my background is half Guyanese and half American. So coming up from all the ladies in my family, my grandmother, my mother, and my aunts, they always worked. So they left the kids in the house. So I was one of the older kids, and our responsibility was to feed the rest of the family. So we had to open up the cabinet, open up the refrigerator, and then figure something out.
And start going to it.
Yes, ma'am. But I never really looked at food as something that I wanted to do. Like my background is athletics and engineering. So I just got serious about the food within the last 4 years.
Wow. Well, look, you just touched on something I didn't know about. Talk about before the food. You said engineering? And
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, let's talk about that a little because that's different now.
Yes, I was working for Bell Atlantic since 1991 in the central office. So I went from basic tech to a quality tech to a field engineer to a real engineer.
Wow.
Yeah, so I just take that background and then I take the same attitude and effort towards food.
I see. So let's talk about your journey in cuisine. I'll say cuisineism.
Cuisine, I like it, I
Yes.
like it.
So as you talked about those different steps to get through engineering, talk about the steps it took for you to get to where you are now.
Okay, well, with the food game, it really started from just going out and being dissatisfied with my meal.
Oh my.
So you go around the city, you go from all over the city to go to high-end
Yes.
restaurants, basic restaurants, and you just spend your money. You're never really satisfied. Plus, I was raised on home cooked food, so it's a difference. So then I just told myself, I looked at a check one night and I was like, I could have made this. So I just went home and played with it. And then from there, I really started getting serious, I guess, because I started watching the Food Networks and the Netflix series.
Honing in on your craft.
Yes, man. trying to see if I could do what I saw. And then within two to three tries, I pretty much can cook your favorite meal.
Wow. Well, what's your specialty?
My specialty, seafoods, West Indian foods, pastries. I really don't have a specialty. I'm really just studying to bring the best out of the food because because it's seasonal. So it starts with the beginning product.
Yes, yes. So are you in the teaching mode or are you still in?
I'm in the studying mode. I can teach too, but I'm in the studying mode more definitely.
Wow.
Yes.
Well, speaking of the mode, we're going to take a short break and we are going to be back with something he has brought to the Renee Allen and Friends Show right here in the studio so we can talk about what he's chosen to share with all of us and maybe I'll get to taste it.
Indeed.
Be right back.
Sounds good.
Questions echo in my mind, won't leave me alone. I walk these empty streets at night, I'm far away from home. I'm living in a no man's land, wandering without a plan. Falling when I try to stand, I'm fading as I'm waiting. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, find me. I see you when I close my eyes, I see you in my dreams. You tell me that in perfect time you will rescue me and take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my breaking. It's a lonely world without you, and I'm a lonely soul waiting for your return. You're the hope that I hold on to. I am here for you to find me, waiting here for you to find me, find me. Take me from this broken place. Come to me and kiss my face. Promise me I'll be okay and save me from my break.
All right, welcome back to Renee Allen Friends Show. We are here with
Student of the game.
student of the game, y'all.
I was watching the camera on the food.
The food looks divine. So we can put the camera back on the food if you like so he can talk about it if you don't mind, Dizzy, because it looks so good. Wow. My goodness. You see, okay, so let's talk about it. My goodness, everything's here.
This is a favorite growing up. We ate this in our household. Curry chicken or curry shrimp, curry crab. So today we have a curry shrimp with a little ball of rice and a potato.
Nice.
And this is paying homage to the French cuisine and the French desserts called pâte sucrée.
Nice.
It's a cookie dough with orange custard and orange lemon zest topped with strawberries and a mint.
It smells good. I can smell the curry from here. You know, my dad was Jamaican.
Oh, yes.
Yes,
Okay,
so you know
okay.
that curry. Now, come on, young man.
Yeah, so
I know a little something.
Within the Caribbean and the West Indies, everyone curries all day, all types of curries.
Yes, yes.
It's like a staple.
Absolutely. So, is this the wine you would pair it with?
It works. It is a white wine, but I don't know the name.
Okay, that's okay. As long as it's white wine. So the white wine for this, 'cause I think they said red wine for steaks, right?
Indeed.
Yeah.
and the red meat. So you can
Yes.
sample.
I can sample?
Yes, ma'am.
Uh-oh.
See if it
Oh,
does anything
Lord.
for you.
Oh, I know it does something for me. Yeah. That's good curry. I'm gonna try that shrimp in a minute 'cause I don't want to mess up my lipstick. But yeah. It's so good. Well, if we might as well try it. Y'all want to try it with me? I'm so sorry. Look, I don't have an Oprah setting yet. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have people in the audience. Otherwise, I'll let you try it. But let me see. Now, what is this again?
That's called a pâte sucrée. It's a French dish. It's in a broken cookie dough. Real light. Nice.
Lemon. Is it lemon?
That's actually orange zest.
It is so good.
I'm glad you like it.
Yeah, so how do they get a hold of you? Do you do special private events?
Yes, ma'am. I do all type of events. We do private chef events, any type of venue you're looking for, because it's called Tailor Cuisine. So I basically tailor my events to your needs.
I love it. How do they get a hold of you?
You can reach me on Instagram at Tailor_cuisine with a Q. That's for the quality. 101.
I love it. I love it. And I don't want to mess up your name again, so because I'm going by the chef, Sean Samuels, but
yes. But student of the game.
Student of the game. I keep thinking of
I'm still learning, so it's you can never learn.
You're so humble
You can never learn
and so talented. My God, that is so delicious. Well, any last things you want to say about chefs, or if you're thinking about becoming a chef, to people that may be watching this later?
We definitely have an event coming up. Miss Patrice at Project is putting together a nice event at the end of the summer for me.
Awesome.
And then anyone that really wants to step into the cuisine game, I would just go with what's in you. We all have gifts, and support your locals too. You don't have to go to those big restaurants and spend all that money and be dissatisfied. You got moms and pops all in your neighborhoods that really know what they're doing, grandmas.
Yes.
So, support your own, and then that's about it.
That's true. And listen, when you talk about home-cooked food and home, cooked meals, one of my mentors and dear friends of 30-something years, have you been to the Carolina Kitchen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, that's home down cook, right? If you want, Southern cooking, right? So maybe we'll have to go there. We'll all meet there and have some food there too, and then maybe we can play around. Maybe have a cook-off or something. I don't know.
I'm always looking for a challenge.
Yes. So, student of the game, y'all. Please look him up on Instagram under what again?
Tailor_cuisine with a Q 101.
Yes, this is delicious. You will be so excited and so happy to have. And I'm thinking about maybe having you for a small dinner party or something. Yes. Thank you so much. Look, you're welcome. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna bring on Susan Smallwood again and talk about her event, because she has some chefs that are gonna be in her event, and get the last wording from the two of you. So we'll be right back, about 15 seconds.
I got home with the ringing phone. By the time I picked up, just a dial tone. Was it you? Could it be? I'm just imagining how it used to be. I was gone, wanna be alone. I guess I never really got it, but now I know it's not about me always getting my way. It's not about always looking for a change. I figured it out the second I walked away. It's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. We are getting ready to end the show. It always goes too fast for me. But I wanted to bring student of the game, our chef over here, and of course Miss Grandiosity, together to talk about just in general chefs. And we're going to end the show just by talking about it. So, Chef, let's start with you. You said you had some chefs on?
Yes, I forgot to mention earlier that we have 2 celebrity chefs that will be providing cuisine at the Cigars and Guitars Polo and Jazz. Where am I supposed to be? Chef Johnny Winston III, formerly of Real Housewives of Atlanta, will be providing cuisine in the VIP section. And then we have Chef Mel, who is a personal chef to the Washington Redskins. So I have to give them a shout out. My apologies.
Yeah, and let me tell you, you have to thank this one over here.
Yes, for making me remember student of the game.
So
Thank
maybe
you.
next year we'll have student of the game.
That's right.
We'll work it out.
Yes. Do you know either one of those chefs?
I know the name.
Yeah,
I think I follow them on Instagram.
Yes. So maybe if you're here, I heard y'all talking during the break. Maybe you can come to the event. I heard invite y'all. Will you be available?
Yes.
Well, awesome. Well, thank you both so much. Any last words?
Live life grand every day.
Any last words?
Appreciate the opportunity.
Oh, you're welcome. Love you both.
Right,
God bless
you.
y'all. See you next Wednesday at the same time. I'm Renee Allen and Friends, WLVS, the largest online radio broadcast in the United States. God bless. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. We right here, y'all.
Something you never had, you need to do something you've never done.
Yes.
We gonna sing right here. Yeah, Miss Renee. Oh, yeah. We gonna do it here. Right here in Listen Vision, y'all. Oh, yeah. Miss Renee. I like how you sing it. Girl, I like how you sing it.